Hey guys, it's Stephanie here. It is currently 3 o'clock in the morning. I cannot sleep, so what better time to make a YouTube video? So, welcome back to my channel. Hit that subscribe button down below if you want some more 3 a.m. YouTube videos. Click that like button and I'll make more. And make sure you hit that notification bell because let's be honest, at this point in my life, I'm not very consistent with videos. So if you want to know when I actually upload a video, make sure you hit the notification bell. So I'm going to do 20 questions because that's just what I feel like doing. And so that's what I'm going to do. Question 1 on this website that I'm going off of, if you would like to see, there's 200 questions on this website. I'm picking 20 to answer. I'm going to have the website linked down below so that you can see it as well, and maybe you can write some of your answers in the comments down below. So the first question I saw, what shows are you into? Right now I'm currently into My Hero Academia, which is like something that my husband and I like to watch, and it's pretty entertaining. I also really like Death Parade. If you've ever seen Death Parade, it's a pretty effed up show, but it's really interesting to watch. And I don't know, I just really like it. And I think it's kind of weird, but I also like it. Is that weird? Oh well, whatever. Another one I really like is Grey's Anatomy. I took a while off because I was waiting for the 15th season to come out on Netflix, and I've been watching it here and there again to catch up with my seasons. I like Shameless. Shameless is hilarious. If you've never seen Shameless, you need to watch it. And then I also really like Supernatural. Those are all some really great shows. So if you have any recommendations for shows down below for me, let me know down in the comments below. Maybe I'll check them out once I'm done with my current obsessions. And if you know me, I change all the time, so you might as well leave some suggestions for me. All right, let's move on to the next question. Question number 2, what is something that you are determined to do? I am definitely determined to become more organized in my home. I've been making my way slowly from room to room, really starting in my living room because that was a huge stressor for me, was how unorganized it was. And because people tend to come and go from my living room, it really was a stress. I also really like to organize my bathroom, and I'm always constantly changing how I organize my bathroom to make it look more better. That's definitely not proper English. I change the drawers around all the time. If you want to see how I organize my bathroom, I can definitely come out with a video about that. I'm not a pro organizer like some of these girls here on YouTube, but I try my best as a normal human being. I do it for a way that suits me and suits my family's needs, so that's just how it is. All right, let's move on to the next question. So this is a very awkward camera angle. I moved it down because I wanted to sit on the floor. I'm sorry. And you just saw me move a lighter out of the way of the camera. So anyway, question number 3. Oh, what's the best way to start the day? I think it is, because it's summertime right now, I think the best way to start the day is with an ice cold cup of iced coffee with French vanilla. I've really been trying to save money by not eating out as much, so I pre-make my coffee the night before, then the next day I put coffee and creamer and stuff in it because then it doesn't tempt me to go to Starbucks or McDonald's. Videos ago where I will link that down below as well, where you find out that my favorite coffee is vanilla iced coffee. So I really love it. Moving on to question 4. At a different camera angle, the question is, what is something that you've had to unlearn? Stressing out about everything. And I saw this thing on Facebook that said, will it matter in 6 months from now? Will it matter in a year from now? Will it matter in 5 years from now? Will it matter in 10 years from now? If the answer is no to any of these questions, then it's not really something you need to really stress about too much. All right, let's move on to the next question.
Hey guys, I am editing my 3 a.m. video. Excuse the really bad lighting. I am just recording this on my MacBook. But I realized one of the camera angles for some reason was vertical, even though my phone was laying horizontally. I don't know why that happened. I guess that is something that happens when you are recording at 3 o'clock in the morning. But the question was, what is your favorite genre book and movie? And book would definitely be like mystery, but it has to include some romance in it because, I don't know, I just like a good romance. And then my favorite movie is definitely horror. Back to your regular scheduled programming.
Question 6. When was the last time you climbed a tree? Never. Yeah, that's probably not happening. 7. What is special about the place that you grew up? And I really had to think about this question a lot before answering it because it really hit home thinking because I've never really lived in one home for more than 5 years of my childhood. So let's go through where I've lived. First, I lived up until I was 5 years old. I lived in Gurnee, Illinois. Then for kindergarten and first grade, I lived in Skokie, Illinois. Then for second, third, and fourth grade, we moved partially for a while to Fruitland Park, Florida, and then moved to Eustis, Florida. And then we moved again to Hiawassee, Georgia. I was there for all of 5th grade and partial of 6th. Then I moved to Morton Grove, Illinois. I lived there for partial of 6th and partial of 7th grade. Then I moved to Skokie, Illinois. And then I moved to another home in Skokie, Illinois. And I was there in Skokie anyway, from middle of 7th grade up until I graduated from high school. My dad still lives there. I just don't live there anymore because I've moved on. I'm 24, so I live on my own. I went to college in DeKalb, Illinois at Northern Illinois University, and I lived there for 4 years in 4 different places. I lived in the dorm. I then lived in a private dorm, and then I lived in an apartment. Then I lived in a townhome. Then I moved from the townhome. We were moving to Wisconsin at the time, but there was a gap between when I graduated college and when our townhome lease was up. But I didn't want to renew it for another year because we had already had a home here where I live now. So I didn't want to renew it. So we lived with my now husband's aunt, he was my boyfriend at the time. We lived with her, and she's in Cherry Valley, Illinois. Now I live in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Anyway, now that you know my whole background of all the places I've lived, what is special about the place that I grew up? Well, growing up, it sucked. I'm going to be 100% honest because for a while, I was leaving my friends a lot. And I mean, I'm an extrovert, so I make friends everywhere. I make friends at the dang grocery store. It was really hard when I would be like, "You are my best friend." "Oh yeah, I'm moving." I mean, I still talk to some of them. I'm very lucky because on our honeymoon, I actually got to go visit Hiawassee, Georgia. And I got to see some friends who I haven't seen since I was like 11. So in 13 years, I have not seen them. It was really cool to be able to just, start where we left off as if those 13 years hadn't passed. But the question's not what I hated. The question is what's special. Special is that I moved a lot. Yes, that's true. But I learned a lot of different cultures and a lot of different words. Right now, I live in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and they say things like a parking stall. Well, I know it is a parking spot. They also say nookie for a pacifier. They also say a bubbler for a water fountain. They also say caramel, which I say caramel. That's probably because I lived for part of my life in Hiawassee, Georgia. I also say pecan. That's probably a southern thing too. I know I say other things weird because of Illinois and Wisconsin and Georgia and Florida, and I've learned so many cultures and so many different ways to say things. I also say soda, which is another southern term. That's really cool that I've got to experience all this culture because that's who made me who I am. I really think that it did help me be an extrovert because I had to be. I didn't have a choice. I didn't want to be alone when I moved to a new place. I used to make friends like that. Now, as a 24-year-old, looking back at my life, the culture that I learned is what's special about me growing up, or where the place where I grew up, or places where I grew up. All right, that was 5.5 minutes of rant. Let's move on to question 8.
Hey guys, I'm back. I'm here for question 8, 9, and 10. Question 8 is, what is something that you do the old-fashioned way? I personally really like to dry my clothes out on a clothesline. I just like how it smells, and I think it saves a lot of energy. Question 9 is, would you rather go hang gliding or whitewater rafting? I've already gone whitewater rafting, so I would definitely choose hang gliding, just because it's an experience I haven't done before. I am terrified of heights, though, but I feel like I'd be able to survive through one hang gliding experience. Question 10 is, what is an amazing adventure you'd like to go on? I would really love to go backpacking across Europe because I believe that Europe is really pretty, like in the pictures that I've seen. I have been to Germany and Austria, and that was gorgeous, so I would just love to go backpacking across Europe if I ever could one day.
All right, question 11. What is one thing you really want but can't afford? A new home. I love my home. Don't get me wrong. It's only 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and if my husband and I eventually want to have a family, we're going to outgrow this home pretty quickly. So I wish I could just win the lottery. I know that's never going to happen, but I wish I could just win the lottery and pay off a home and never have to worry about a mortgage because, yeah, I might be able to afford it, but what happens if I lose my job or my husband loses his job? Question 12, I believe. It's getting really late and I'm forgetting where I'm at. What are you most looking forward to in the next 10 years? Definitely growing my family. Question 13, what inspires you to be better? I know I'm not a mom yet, but my future children are what are inspiring me to be better. I'm very overweight, and I've started working out because I want to be there to see my children grow up, to enjoy my grandchildren. This is really inspired by the YouTuber Our Landing Crew. I will have her channel down below. She comments back to me sometimes on her videos, but she probably has no idea who I am, or will probably never watch this video. But she's really inspired me to start working out and take care of myself because I want to be able to be there for my kids, even though I don't have kids yet. It's crazy, but it's important to me, so I'm doing it. Here we go. It's an adventure. If you want to see videos, they may be coming anyway, so anyway, let's move on. I'm getting giddy. 14. What do you hope your last words will be? And I really hope that they're I love you. Question 15. What is something that you feel like you can never finish? Cleaning. Oh my God, I hate being an adult. I cleaned for over 4 hours today, and I feel like I have another 10 to go. And I live in a small house. What the I don't have kids. Just me and my husband and my brother-in-law, and my brother-in-law takes care of his dang self. What the fuck? Where all does this shit come from? And I'm decluttered. I've donated. I've sold. Crap keeps accumulating in our house. And And it's driving me nuts. On that note, cleaning videos to come because I'm going nuts. Nutso. All right, let's move on. Stephanie's getting crazy.
Okay, so this is the last question that I will be on my computer, but question 16 is, what is one responsibility you wish you didn't have? Cleaning. Mainly laundry, because I feel like that never ends, because as soon as you get all your laundry done, you're obviously wearing clothes. I mean, unless you walk around your house naked.
Question 17, and this one ain't about cleaning. Which one of your scars has the best story? This one. You know how I got it? I was standing on the toilet trying to get a Band-Aid out of a medicine cabinet, and I fell off. Scratched my eye open. Clearly. I don't really have any good scar stories. Okay, I shouldn't have answered this question. Moving on. What is a habit that you thought you'd grow out of, but you never have? Sleeping with stuffed animals. It just makes me happy. So, oh well, it is what it is. Moving on, 2 more questions. Stephanie, in case you can't remember, it's question 19 next. Question 19 is, as you're growing older, what are you becoming more and more afraid of? I hate to admit this, but I'm becoming more like my mom. She always said, one day, Stephanie, you're going to grow up and you're going to be just like me. You're going to want to clean, keep your house tidy. I mean, she didn't talk like that. That's me. But she's right. I'm becoming more of a clean person. It's kind of scary that she was right. I'm sure, my mom passed away 3 years ago. And I've learned a lot in that time that she was right about a lot of shit. So listen to your moms, folks, because 99% of the time, they're damn right. All right, last question. Let's get this over with because I'm actually getting tired now. So, question 20, the last one. Woo woo. What is the most illegal thing you've ever done? Driving with no seatbelt on. I'm terrified of the police. Oh, well, I guess speeding. But I won't speed that much on purpose. Yeah, I'm not really a lawbreaker. Sorry if you thought you were going to hear some big secret about Stephanie Milliken, but not today. Not today. All right, guys. Hopefully I answered 20 questions. Hopefully I didn't get too lost in between questions. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and hit that bell notification down below so you'll be, again, warned when I have a video out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! By the time I was done filming, it was like 3:30 in the morning, and I need to go to bed. So bye, guys. Good night. Shit, this is nuggets, I forgot. Question 18, and I really need to finish this up because I keep having to re-watch the previous clip because I forgot what number I'm on. Anyway, question 18. Question 18. I fucking did it again. Oh my god, I'm going nuts.